Hello from Busch Gardens. We have not been back to Busch Gardens in years, and we are finally here on a summer day to ride some rides, have some food, and maybe see some fireworks. So we made it inside the park. There is a inclement weather safety notice. It has been actually pouring down rain. It rained the entire drive over here. It took over 2 hours to make it to Busch Gardens today. They have a Summer Nights promotional photo op over here. So this is the map at the front entrance of the park. We're right over here, and this is a priority to do, Iron Gwazi. Today, hopefully, there are so many different coasters that we have not done in so long. This actually closes in just a couple days. This is Serpent that's going to be closing. One ride that we cannot do is the Sky Ride. This hasn't been open in a while. It's one of my favorites. Personally, we're probably going to do Cobra's Curse, Montu, and Shikra. Hopefully, I think Tigress is closed today, but maybe Kumba as well. This is also new, Serengeti Flyer. I don't know about that one, we'll see. So we walked past the Emporium, there's a gift shop right over here, and I think we're heading over to Iron Gwazi. So we walked around the Zagora Cafe, and there's Iron Gwazi straight ahead. This is exciting. They might have just reopened from weather because we've not really heard a lot of coaster activity since we got here. So hopefully it's not too long of a wait time. So it is a 45-minute wait for Iron Gwazi. I think we're going to rent a locker up here. All right, so we put our stuff into the locker, and I'm on my new GoPro. Right now the lockers are way over there. So hopefully this GoPro performs well. I think that we're going the right way. There's a little bit of a fork in the queue back there, so hopefully this is right. So Brennan did do this when it was Gwazi, and I don't remember if I did when it was Gwazi. I remember doing a wooden coaster a long time ago. I don't remember if it was Busch Gardens Tampa Bay though, or if it was a different theme park. This will be us in just a minute. This also closes early, apparently, for the fireworks, so I'm glad that we're doing it now. I hope this is not a full 45-minute wait. So right now they are playing a spiel because there's inclement weather in the area. That's what this red sign is, but we got so close. We're probably going to wait it out. We're in the front row right now. Here we go. We're riding the front row of Iron Gwazi. This is exciting. It took a long time, like an hour. We're finally riding it. Yay. Oh my god. The line is really long right now. We went down for like 15 minutes or so, so it wasn't terrible. Whee! There's the Serengeti Flyer over there. Cheetah hunts. Over there, there's Cobra's Curse. Montu, Kumba, Falcon's Fury. I'm scared. Oh my god. Okay. I'm
got Jimmy Neutron hair.
I'm shaking a little bit.
Oh, goodness.
We made it back.
Everybody's silent when they come back.
Yeah, everybody, when they came into the station, I was like, why did they look so indifferent? And I know why. So we just came to the steps and we got our stuff out of the locker. This is the sign saying that Iron Gwazi was closing or is going to close for the fireworks. Oh my god, that was intense. So we decided to get some water from over here, the watering hole. And we actually brought this right here. This is like a hydration packet. And we're gonna split it with the water that we got. That's a pretty good idea. Did you like Gwazi? Iron Gwazi?
It was such a good ride. Honestly, arguably better than the Velocicoaster.
I agree, just especially sitting in the front row, which maybe we shouldn't have done that. We're over here by this stage. So we could have gotten on in like 30 minutes, probably. But we decided to wait for the front row, which was like an extra 15 minutes, and that's when it went down. We had to wait for about like 15 minutes for it to open back up. So we waited an hour, but it was worth it. Look at that incline right there. That is incredible. So I think we're heading over here towards Sesame Street. So we're here during the Summer Nights summer event, which this, I presume, will be opening up a little bit later on tonight. We can watch some fireworks. But we just want to explore the park, I think, right now. It looks like there's also Beer Fest going on every Friday through Sunday. July 21st through September 4th. Okay, so that's not going on. That'll be later on. Like over this corner is Kangaloom and Walkabout Way. and the Kookaburra Aviary, and I think we're just heading towards Sesame Street. So there's the flamingos back over there, and this is Sesame Street, the Safari of Fun. This is the gift shop into the land. There's some houses with some faces on them. This is the entrance into the land, and then there's Grover and Cookie Monster. And then turning the corner is a blast from the past. Look at this area here, my favorite part maybe of Busch Gardens. Okay, so we're heading up into the Treehouse Trek. So this is pretty cool. You get to see a bunch of the little attractions that they have around here in this land. They're also setting up for Hallow Scream already. All right, I'm crossing this rope bridge right now. Where's Brennan? Where'd Brennan go? Brennan went all the way up there, I think. Okay, I'm going to cross this bridge, and then I think I'll try to meet back up with Brennan over there. I think I can make it up to this level from here. I have no idea how much longer we're going to have this section here at Busch Gardens before it's replaced by something more relevant, probably in the future. All right, I made it to the very top up here, and I can see Brennan way over there looking for me. This is a little bit of a bummer, though this area is closed. Right now it looks like I took all the tubing out of this portion. And there's Brennan right there, coming over to me as I was coming over to her side. Oh my God, I just fell over. Okay, I'm running across the ropes now, and then I'll run back over where Brennan is. All right, so I made it to the other side of the rope bridge. This is the very top of the treehouse, which we've been in before. We can go a little bit further, all the way back over here. All right, so now I'm heading back over to Brennan. He's right over there. I'm going to miss this area when it inevitably, eventually, probably goes away. So I didn't realize this until Brennan pointed it out, but look how torn up the top of this is. Just the canvas out there. That might be why a lot of this area is closed at the moment. So I was able to walk inside here even though the actual play area is closed off. I guess there were no tubes in the first place. It just looked like the tubes had been taken out, but this is just an obstacle course. That starts back over here, and this is blocked off too. And then there's a first and second level with this, and then you can climb in between the levels. It's a bummer that it's closed off, so I wonder if they will reopen it. If it has anything to do with, like, again, this like canvas up here, which is why it's closed. All right, so I'm now outside of the play area, which other than this, it actually looks like it's in pretty good condition at the moment. There's this like rope entrance over here, and then the exit is over here, which we're about to go down so we can go ride some more roller coasters, but just in case this ever closes, this is fun to sort of document for posterity. Okay, we just made it into this net area to go and climb down to the bottom level. We're singing like an alphabet song right now, which is a little bit distracting, but I think we're gonna go head over to Shikra maybe? This is the cloud bounce area over here, which is currently filled with water because it rained. So there's a couple different areas over here, but this may or may not reopen at some point. I imagine when that reopens, this will reopen. We're passing through this area over here. This is the other side of that rope entrance, I guess, up to that play area. And there's the cloud bounce. And we're walking through here. This is pretty cool. Stepped on a leaf. Kind of startled me. I don't know if I've ever actually gone underneath the treehouse in here. Okay, it's very dark. Well, now we have, I guess. So we need to make it back over here to this pathway to walk around Sesame Street. So we stopped inside a little gift shop here on the way out, and I actually really like this shirt. They have a couple different versions of them. They have Grover, not Grover, oh my God, they have Oscar, and then they have Cookie Monster, and then on the back, it says Sesame Street, and I really need just like a general Sesame Street shirt, both for Busch Gardens and for SeaWorld. There's also this like rainbow collection over here, maybe presumably for Pride. Not completely sure, but it's adorable. Okay, so I did end up getting that shirt, and I also got a Powerade for myself and Brennan to split. And now we're heading over to finally ride some more coasters, I think. I hope. We're thinking about maybe riding Shikra, but we do want to head over to Serpent to make sure that we can ride that before we can't. So we are now leaving Sesame Street, heading past the aviary, and then, like I said, I think maybe riding Shikra. We're walking through this area on the way over to Shikra, again, depending on the wait time, probably. Look at all these pumpkins up here. They are decorating really early for Hallow Scream. There's the train station down there. And then here's Shikra, which I was a little bit afraid of Shikra for a little bit. And then the last time that we came here, we rode Shikra, and then I enjoyed it. Honestly, I would not hate to eat over here at this barbecue smokehouse. I do enjoy barbecue, and theme park barbecue is generally not that bad in my opinion. This is the splash zone for Shikra. And there goes a train right up there. It looks like the weather is getting pretty bad again. I could win a Pokemon plush over here. There's Falcon's Fury off the distance and let's see what this wait time is. So it's listing as a 30-minute wait at the moment, so we might come back for this, maybe to get some barbecue later. We're gonna keep walking forward. So Tigris right now, I believe is closed. I'm pretty sure I thought that it was when I checked to see what would be open today, but we just saw it running just now, so oh my god, it is open. So it's only a 20-minute wait, and it is definitely open, so we're going to ride Tigris. All right, so we meet at the end of the line. There goes Tigris. It goes forward, and then backwards, and then forward again. Okay, so we are next. Yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting. So first it launches forward, and then it launches backward, and it's about to launch forward again. But look how fast it launches. I'll just idle it here just for a second. That's pretty fast. Here we go. God, I don't know if I like this part. So that was a lot of fun. This part right here clearly got me a little bit. That G-force is just really awkward feeling. But it was still so much fun. That part's really cool right there. It's that barrel roll. And it does it so slowly. Up and the ride is over. Did you have fun?
I did.
Yeah, I can clearly tell by your suspender over here.
No.
So we got our stuff back out of the locker over here. I'm back to my regular camera now, just been alternating between this and then the GoPro. Let's go ride Sand Serpent. Okay. So this is Stanley Falls, the water ride, which is right over here. And we've ridden Iron Gwazi now and a Tigris. So we've made it pretty much from the front of the entrance through Sesame Street and Morocco, I guess, and over to Stanleyville. So now we're heading over to Jangala and then Pantopia. And again, that's Stanley Falls. We're heading through yet another, I guess, scare zone area for Owl Scream. So Jangala is right over here, and this is where one of the stations would be for the sky ride. Jangala is one of my favorite areas, personally, just because of the, I don't know, just the aesthetic of it, and it's a fun place to explore. So this is Treetop Trails, and it does look like it's currently closed right now, which is a bummer. Up here, there used to be the wire for what is sort of like Busch Gardens version of Pteranodon Flyers and Islands of Adventure, and we have done that before. And that would connect all the way over here. That was fun to get to do that. Just like a nice area to explore with what this area was. I don't know if that recently closed or if that's been closed for a while. So this is a Chick-fil-A, which is interesting, and this is the Conga River Rapids, and then Kumba back over there. The bumper cars, but we're heading to ride the Sand Serpent, just to make sure that we can do that. So we're walking into Pantopia. You have to go down this like ramp, I guess, to get over there. So we might come back for Kumba a little bit later. We'll see, depending on the amount of time that we have. So I can see the Serengeti Flyers over there somewhat. That's also where the Sand Serpent is. This is a pretty interesting place to maybe get some food. Look at these hot dogs. These are like really interesting. This is on the other side of the Pantopia Theater. And here's Sand Serpent. I don't think there's anything in particular about this that's like super extraordinary, but we're riding it. So we're getting pretty close to riding the Sand Serpents. Here, this is just a wild mouse coaster, so it's nothing particularly crazy, but I'm excited to do it and see what happens next in this area. Okay, whoa. We're riding the Sand Serpent. Oh my god, this is really taking us to the top very quickly. Really?
Yeah.
Don't say that. There it is. There's the. Oh! Oh! Good. I'm distracted. There's the Serengeti Flyer. And then there's Kuba. And Falcon's Fury. And there's Montu. I and then the sky ride over here. Okay. And then there's cheetah hunt. And this is the theater. Oh god. Okay. Whoa. This is fast. Oh.
I dare say it's relatively smooth compared to
it
other
is.
ones.
Right? Woohoo! Those bars are kind of close, huh?
Yeah. I feel like this should have a maximum.
Oh god. This was smooth. Oh. Oh. All right. What a success, right? And that was it. That was the sand serpent. Ooh. Yay. And now we're coming right back into the station. We waited about maybe like 15 minutes for this, so that wasn't that bad at all. That was fun. Goodbye, sand serpent. It was fun. So that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to come here today. But now, Brennan, what do you want to go get? A pretzel. This is the carousel. There's some more Pokemon Carnival games, and Brennan is heading in here to get a pretzel. Let's see if they have a pretzel that Brennan wants. There's cinnamon pretzels, salted pretzels. They also have like pizza pretzels. The other options, what is that? Is it like a hot dog pretzel? So there's Brennan's cinnamon pretzel with her, what is that? Cream cheese on the side. And this is right next to Scorpion. And then there's Chikra over there. There's Tigress, and then the raft ride right here, so you can see a lot. There's Iron Gwazi, and then of course Falcon's Fury, which we're not going to be doing this. All right, so I'm running back over to the hot dog place to hopefully get a hot dog before they close. So I guess not. I stood there for a little bit and I kind of got ignored, so I'll get dinner somewhere else, I guess. Bar closes in more than 2 hours, and I waited there, and then they started to close this, so then I took that as a sign that they're not serving anybody anymore. So I just decided to leave, and Brennan should be right over here still. So now I need to try to find somewhere else to eat. The park is getting pretty close to closing. There's this Dragonfire pub, but when I looked online, it was just sort of generic, like burgers and chicken tenders. So we've almost made a full lap around the park, so we're still in Pantopia here, and we're gonna head over to Nairobi, I think, and then maybe head over towards Africa and Egypt. We do have about 2 hours now before the park closes, so we're going to have to try to prioritize what rides that we want to do. There's some elephants over here. That's adorable. And then Serengeti Flyers in the back. So we're trying to get the elephants to get over to the new Serengeti Flyers area just to see what it looks like. So allegedly it's a 14-minute wait right now. I want to go look at this before we ride it. Okay, so it started. Essentially this is just a massive swing. I'm pretty sure, right? Why am I intimidated by this though? It does not look as bad as I thought it was. So maybe not, that actually is pretty intense. That is ridiculous. Are you kidding me? I'm so intimidated by this. Brennan is like really excited to do this though. I can't even tilt the park back enough to get this entire thing in frame. All right, so I'm riding it. We're next. I'm switching over to my GoPro here in just a second. I'm actually really nervous for this. Okay. We are doing the Serengeti Flyers. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I feel like propelling.
Whoa.
Oh, this feels so good on my feet though.
This does feel pretty good. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god! Whoa! Elephant! Busch Gardens is beautiful! I think we're slowing down.
Yeah, we are.
We're slowing down. We did it! We sat at the very end of the road. I was so scared. Oh my god. I'm shaking, you can't tell. So we had to put our stuff into the cubbies over here. That was I don't even know, that was indescribable. That was so much fun. I was so afraid of this ride. My hand is still shaking at the moment, but I did it. And Brennan, you did it too, and I'm glad that you convinced me to do it. The seat was a little bit terrifying, especially when it got to the crest of the ride, but that was fun. We did all of the new stuff today.
That's why I wanted to do this, because I'm like, you know what, we're here, let's do this stuff.
I didn't know that this area was literally right next to Cheetah Hunt. Just the water portion of the ride. That's so cool. I think we're going to go ride this maybe next. There's Iron Gwazi and then the train track for the train, the Serengeti Express, I think. So we are heading over to Cheetah Hunt, but I think we need to make a quick little pit stop potentially over here. So actually maybe not, because this area is currently closed and the train's about to come by right now. But why we wanted to go over in this part of the park was for Brennan to visit what was it, Brennan?
My summer house.
You wanted to visit your summer house.
Well, I forgot to tell you before we came here that I closed it for the summer so that I could get it refurbished. So normally we come here, we visit my summer house, and then, you know, I put it on the market and I give you guys a little tour, but it's under refurbishment right now, I'm sorry.
Okay. Is it still made of dirt and twigs?
Yeah, but get ready for next season.
I haven't been filming all of the scare zones, I guess, for Hollow Scream, but there have been just so many throughout the park. I guess it starts in September, which is getting pretty close, but I guess as of now, Universal hasn't put out their Halloween Horror Nights stuff. There they are, the Sky Ride buckets. So it still exists, at least. The buckets exist and the cables are still up, so that makes me hopeful that they'll return at some point. That's where we're heading to right now. Over to the Cheetah Hunt. I almost forgot the name. I don't think we've ever done this at night before, so this is actually somewhat exciting. This is going to be different. So this is a 55-minute wait right now, which I think is a little bit too long. There's another Hollow Scream area. This is pretty interesting because I imagine this is here just year long. Probably right. Do they even take down decorations now? So we're heading into Egypt right now. This is Cobra's Curse, which looks like it's posting a 0-minute wait. Is it closed? I don't know. And then there's Montu all the way back there. Yes, so it is closed right now at the moment. So let's see what Montu looks like. The fireworks start in about 15 minutes actually, although we have not really heard a train back here in a while. So I wonder if this is closed too. It's like really quiet back here right now, so I imagine that this is closed. I don't see a sign though saying that it is closed. So I think we need to try to find a place to watch the fireworks. We're walking over by Cobra's Curse right now. I don't know if this is for the fireworks, because as far as I knew, only Iron Gwazi was closing for the fireworks, because that's where the area that they launched is. So I don't know. So we are striking out at the moment. So I think we're going to try to at least get back over into the vicinity of Iron Gwazi. Fireworks start in less than 10 minutes. I still never had dinner, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to now. I imagine that everywhere is probably closed. Yeah. And I would like to try to prioritize the rides, I think. So that sort of explains why Cheetah Hunt is almost an hour wait right now, because none of the other rides are open. So we're passing by the Moroccan Palace right now. We also stopped to get some water because we gotta hydrate. It is still so hot, even though the sun's down. All right, so we are back in front of the park, and I think we're passing through the gift shop. This quick service area here to go back over to Iron Gwazi. We are here over by Iron Gwazi, and the fireworks are happening behind the ride, so we can't really see it at the moment. I don't know how long these are going to last. I don't know if we're going to make it for the entire show. But we'll see. This is the front of Iron Gwazi. I was about to say there's a little bit of a lull. It's not completely sunset quite yet. So this is there as we walked past earlier. You can see the fireworks going on back there. The festival walkway. That's a lot of fireworks. Let's see how much we can see of this in here. I don't know how long the show is. We might be able to stop here, potentially. We could keep walking, I guess. fireworks are over. This was right behind us, just a little snack and drink stand with some concessions. Over here, we were pretty much just right behind Iron Gwazi, which is right there, and now we can head out the way to the camp, which is this pathway that is now very busy. Okay, so we waited around a little bit for the bottleneck to clear because there were a lot of people back over here in the festival area, and we're heading out. So allegedly, I think that Iron Gwazi is supposed to reopen after fireworks are over, but we rode it today. We rode it front row, and I don't know how we could top that. The park is still open technically for like another 45 minutes or so, but I think we want to try to beat the crowd out of the park. Okay, everyone's running over here, so I'm presuming that it's open, so we're going to go get a locker, and then I guess ride this one more time, contrary to exactly what I just said, but it was that fun. Okay, I'm on my phone right now at the end of the line. The line is actually pretty long at the moment. I decided to not bring my GoPro and just enjoy it at night. But this lighting package is intense. So we've actually waiting about 45 minutes now. They just put a red paper in the window up there, so that's probably not a good sign. So we might actually not get to ride Gwazi at night. Alright, so we decided to go and get out of line because it is 10 o'clock and the park closes at 10 o'clock tonight. So I don't see them accommodating everybody in line if it's down due to weather. Well, we tried to ride Iron Gwazi one more time, but that just wasn't going to work out for us. It is pretty late, and we have a very long drive home. I hope it's much better than the drive to get here. Oh my god, that took almost 3 hours. And sure enough, we were walking past an ambassador, I think that's what they're called here, at Busch Gardens, and we heard on the radio that they are now in a yellow, which means that the rides can run again. So we're gonna check out some more water. And here's Iron Gwazi, an entire new track. I guess it's the old track, but just with the hybrid overlay. And this is where the Starbucks is now. Hello. There's another model over here. This is Cobra's Curse. That's really cool, isn't it? This would have been fun to do. And then there's one more over here. That is Cheetah Hunts, which this also would have been really fun to do, but I'm glad that we got to see the fireworks instead. I think this is the longest that we've stayed at Busch Gardens in a very long time together. I did go to Howl's Scream without you, but it's getting late. This is the latest that I've stayed with you, not the longest. We've stayed longer than this. This is actually one of the quickest trips that we've probably done. Hopefully it's not years until we come back for our next visit to Busch Gardens. It was a little long since our last time. Straight ahead is the tram, which we almost took on the way in the park.
This song is so misleading. I thought the pictures were indicating the height, and I was like, what the heck?
What?
It's these.
Oh, yeah. But we were going to take the tram into the park, and then we waited for like a while. There was only one tram apparently, and then we were like, we'll just walk. And then as we got out of line, the tram pulled up, and we were like, ah.
That's our luck today. And kind of all the time. I don't know what's up with that.
The line is not too bad for the tram right now, but it's also not a terrible walk. The tram might have been the better alternative than walking because they are seemingly running a lot of trams right now. There's Montu up there that we never got to ride, unfortunately, and we're almost back. We have to head underneath this overpass. We did get a pretty good spot though. I think we're getting here as late as we did today. We didn't get like a preferred spot, but not a terrible spot. And there it is, the main tram stop that we almost took to get into the park, and then we decided to walk. So we've done a pretty good amount of walking today, that's for sure. So that was our trip to Busch Gardens that both started and ended with inclement weather at Iron Gwazi, but we finally got to ride Iron Gwazi. I had such
and
a good
Serengeti
time.
Flyers.
And Flyers.
Serpent, Sand Serpent.
Yes, the Sand Serpent, which is closing. It'll have been closed by the time that I actually get to edit and upload this video, unfortunately, but it was a pretty, I don't know, it wasn't like the most ridiculous, incredible, thrilling ride in the world, but it was fun to do it.
But now we can say we did.
Yes, and we can see just what ends up happening with that area, just in general with Busch Gardens.
Oh man, sorry.
It's late. We also got to ride Tigress, which is like, apart from everything else that's new to us, is the newest attraction. Yeah, I don't know what ended up happening with that actually. I'm a little embarrassed because I knew that the Sky Ride would be closed, and then when I looked it up, maybe it was like when I looked it up at the time, Tigress was closed, and it just recently reopened, but so much of everything else was closed. I know. We have a while before we have to ride to get back home. So yeah, it was a interesting day, pretty unconventional, lots of weather related.
Hot.
And very hot, but we hydrated, we had a good time. Thanks for watching, we'll see you soon, have a great day, and goodbye.
Bye.
I also got a shirt.